Today, while the blossoms still cling to the vine, I'll taste your strawberries, I'll drink your sweet wine. A million tomorrows shall all pass away, ere I forget all the joy that is mine today. I'll be a dandy and I'll be a rover. You'll know who I am by the songs that I sing. I'll feast at your table. Who cares what tomorrow shall bring? Today, while the blossoms still cling to the vine, I'll taste your strawberries, I'll drink your sweet wine. A million tomorrows shall all pass away, ere I forget all the joy that is today. I can't be contented with yesterday's glory. I can't live winter to spring. Today is my moment. Now is my story. I'll laugh and I'll cry and I'll sing. Today, while the blossoms still cling to the vine, I'll taste your strawberries, I'll drink your sweet wine. Today, while the blossoms still cling to the vine, I'll taste your strawberry, I'll drink your sweet wine. A million tomorrows shall all pass away, ere I forget all the joy that is mine
today. Please join me now in our opening prayer. I invite you to close your eyes if you like and place your hand over your heart and imagine the breath is flowing a little slower and a little deeper, finding an easy, comfortable rhythm, bringing to mind something that makes your heart sing. And let yourself feel that song, feel that joy, feel that love. That love is the divine essence in you and in me and in all of us. Divine love. As we gather this morning on this very special day, we bless this whole service. We bless everyone in attendance and everyone watching online now or in the future. We bless Reverend Mary and her beloved partner Judy for all the years they have graced us with such a special love and dedication and commitment. And as we hold that feeling in our hearts, we really reach in and feel our divine essence as we are all one. We have all been brought together here today, right now, out of love, just as Reverend Mary was brought here 23 years ago, out of love. And we know that love is the guiding force in the universe. And so we are so grateful to soak in love for just another moment. That was our moment. It's up. Thank you all so much for being here. Let's affirm our unity invocation together. There is only one presence and one power, living as the universe and as me, God the good, omnipotent. And now for our unity blessing, we're holding this vision in our mind's eye. We know it's not here yet, but everything is created twice. And first we need to vision it. So together, our vision is a world of love, peace, and abundance for all. And that vision is going to manifest through our mission. Together, our mission is practicing the presence of God through prayer, education, service, creativity, and community. As I think you're all aware, we are in a time of transition, this liminal moment, this threshold. And with change comes uncertainty and sometimes even a little fear, and certainly a little sadness. It's natural to slip into old patterns or our shadow qualities. But what matters is noticing when we do and then gently returning to the essence of who we truly are. Each of us has a sacred responsibility for how we show up. So just take a moment. Take a pause. There's so much change going on in our world, in our lives, in our church. I guess that means we still have a purpose because we're going through change. If you find yourself reacting from a shadow place, meet it with compassion and then choose a quality that helps you return to your higher self. That is why we read and affirm our guiding statements each Sunday. We are certainly still growing into the fullness of who we've come here to be. Growth doesn't always follow a straight line. So we ask for your compassion when we do things like avoid conflict, when we lack transparency, when we don't communicatively skill. There we go. When we don't communicate skillfully, when we're not fully present, when we spiritually bypass, or when we're caught in that consciousness of not enough. Because this is who we've come here to be. This is what we are committed to. Please say our core values with me. We are loving, spiritually centered, inclusive, respectful, compassionate, and authentic. Our evolutionary purpose statement, together, transforming lives and inspiring people to make a positive difference in our world. And now I'd like to invite Max forward to read our daily word, which is, no, I believe it's remembrance. Yeah, we'll go with remembrance.
We'll discover remembrance.
There you go. Okay.
Stuff happens.
All right.
All right, let's, hello, folks. Got to put on the spectacles. Sorry, it doesn't work without. Boy, this is such a perfect word for today, isn't it? Remembrance. All righty. Because I hate the lighting up here, I brought my own. Can you hold that? Yeah. Okay, you hold it and I'll do it. All right.
Team effort here.
Yeah. Well, we have to have a team. What the heck? I cherish the moment. I cherish the memories of my loved ones. Today, I remember life is external, is eternal. I'm having a moment there. Huh? Today, I remember life is eternal as I honor my dear ones who have passed. I send love and light to those who have enriched my life. My heart became. You got to put the lot more on the wording. Thank you. Beams with love and gratitude as I cherish the memories I hold dearly. I honor and reflect on the relationship that have meant so much to me. I open my heart, allowing myself to feel the tenderness of my emotions. I sense my relatives' love and remember their presence is alive in my heart. I visit my memories in stillness, grateful for the time we spent together. My beloved, love and wisdom, strength are in me as I remember these special ones. Their memory will be a blessing that transcends time and space. And from Luke 22:19 is, then he took a loaf of bread, and when he had given thanks, he broke it and gave it to them, and saying, this is my body, which, now you got it too, it's which is given for you. Do this in remembrance of me. And would you repeat with me? I cherish the moments of our loved ones. Thank you, and thank you all for being so patient.
Thank you, Max. It's time to introduce our speaker this morning. And it is with so much joy and just a little sadness that I introduce her, because this will be the final time she is introduced as our senior minister here at Unity of Buffalo. She has been an undeniable guiding force and foundation for this community since she arrived in February of 2003. Doing the math, that means she has stood up here behind this podium over 1,000 times. Delivering messages that have inspired, comforted, and uplifted all of us. You could certainly call her a messenger of God. She spreads her messages with joy and light and with that sparkle of laughter, even if sometimes it's only herself laughing at her jokes. She's famous for her, you've heard of dad jokes. Mary's famous for Sunday sermon minister jokes. Before becoming a minister, she held an important role at the Big Ten. Perhaps it was through her love of sports that she learned the importance of follow-through. And wow, was that ever evident this past year. She has gone above and beyond to make sure this transition in leadership is as smooth as possible. But let's be honest. She's leaving some very big shoes to fill. She has continually called forth the best in each of us and the best in every situation. Through the years, and especially during challenging times, she, along with her loving and mostly, but not always, silent partner, Judy, has led us with faith and grace. During the pandemic, when the invisible fear filled the air and people hesitated to gather in person, she found a way to bring us together using a then crazy new technology called Zoom. And within a single week, she made it possible for us to hold Sunday services in what we came to know as the virtual space. The word virtual comes from the Latin virtualis, meaning of or pertaining to power or potency. And indeed, she has helped us to discover the power within us, the virtues that connect us beyond walls or distance. And those are faith, love, perseverance, and joy. Even when we couldn't be physically together, she reminded us that Spirit is everywhere present. And that connection, that real heart-centered connection, is always possible. Today, as we gather in person and virtually, we celebrate not only her leadership, but the virtues she has led with: faith, courage, compassion, humor, kindness, and love. These virtues have inspired and strengthened this community. Her presence has been truly powerful, a living example of love in action, and a shining reminder of what it means to live our unity principles every day. Just like it is the farewell season at the Ralph, this is her farewell here at Unity of Buffalo. We can say she's definitely going out a champion, leaving the field with a full heart and a winning record of love, service, and spirit. Please join me in warmly welcome our beloved Reverend Mary Elita Masters.
Thank you. it's like I was thinking yesterday, I don't know who's going to show up, how many people, if there'll be, if it's only just 2 people, we're just going to sit here and have a good time and enjoy those 2 people that show up. But you just have to, I just want to say on behalf of Judy and I, thank you. Oh, Mary Kay. I just look around the room and see, I just want to stand here and soak it up. And I just feel like every single person in this room that has left, said something, done something, shared an experience, many, many experiences that will stay with me forever and ever, Dr. Lim. And I have one example right here from Rosie. If nothing changes, there would be no butterflies. Someone gave this to me many years ago, and it's been sitting on my bookshelf. And so I know that this church is about ready to blossom to another stage, to shed its caterpillar wings and become a butterfly in a new way. I've thought about life as a journey. I don't know if you experience this way or not, but sometimes when I start out driving someplace I've never gone before, it seems like a long time till you get there and keep saying, are we there yet? Are we there yet? And then when you get there, and then it's time to go back, the trip back always seems so much shorter. And I think about when I started here, Daryl was on the search committee. I remember talking to you on the phone, making arrangements for me to come out, and I had no idea. I remember, never forget, Lynn meeting us at the airport when we came for our interview, and here was, in January, here was this tall woman with this long winter coat. I've never worn a long winter coat, Grew up in Michigan, 20 years in Chicago. I never had one of those long winter coats. I looked at you and I thought, I wonder what I'm getting myself into here in Buffalo. But, so, and I thought about a poem that actually it's a quote that I came across years ago at a point when I was really at a juncture in my life, beginning a new change, getting ready to go into ministry. And I just was so taken by this quote. And it's by a well-known author. I think you'll probably know of him or her. But the quote is this: of magic doors, there is this. We do not recognize them until we pass through them. And it describes how I feel. And this was by a well-known author. His last name is Card. Hallmark card. And so Hallmark wrote this message, but it so inspired me that I wrote a poem about it, and I'll share it later. But when I think about it, it was probably 44 years ago that Judy and I first walked through the doors of a Unity church, Unity in Chicago. And honestly, our lives have not been the same since. I found in Unity a place where I found a message that just resonated with my heart, that there's a divine spark of goodness in everyone, and that we can all have our own direct experience of God. We don't have to go through an intermediary, and that there's so much more good for us. And it has become my calling ever since. I want to tell me more. I want more. I want more of this. I want to learn more. I want to experience more. And so for 18 years, we attended Unity of Chicago. It was started in a downtown hotel room, and then a VFW hall, and then we bought this old Tudor-style building, and then I decided that I wanted to become a minister, go to Unity. Our seminary, and our church in Chicago supported me for 2 years financially with that. And then I think about it's been about 23 years since we walked through the doors of Unity of Buffalo and all the experiences that led up to that. And here's a picture of my family, my Italian family in Buffalo that showed up for my installation service on March 30th, 2003, led by Reverend Allura Olson. And some of those people are here today, Cheryl and Gianfranco, and some of the people are here with us in spirit, I know. Aunt Gert is up there, and Bob and Shirley, and anyway, but this was I think the congregation was kind of blown away by all these people that came out of the woodwork to support me on the day of my official beginning installation. But I thought today I wanted to share some of the many, many, many blessings and lessons I've learned that you have taught me over these years of being the senior minister here. And for some of you that were here last week, maybe you remember I shared that there were 4 ways. When I went through school, I was taught that there were 4 ways that Jesus taught, that he shared his message. Does anybody remember what those are? Precept, which is just a pithy statement of truth, something that we need to know to get before we can have the demonstration. Actions, parables, and miracles. Great, you guys are good. Precepts, miracles, parables, and actions. Well, I thought about it a lot this week, and I decided I'm going to add one more to that. So that in Unity, we believe that we're always growing, evolving, getting a greater understanding of truth. And I think that we could also learn and grow by song. That maybe, if there's a lot of things Jesus said and did that we don't have a recording of, we know what's in the Gospels, but maybe he liked to sing. Maybe they had chants. Maybe there was music. Maybe there was some way that they enjoyed the vibration of singing. And so today we want to share with you some of the lessons I've learned, some of the lessons that Jesus taught in song and in story and in laughter. So this is, I want to start with the first one. Here's another thing that's really cool about being a minister, is on your last day, you get to pick the music. You get to choose the songs you want to hear. Or Judy and I picked them together. And Thomas was so wonderful to cooperate and say, yeah, I can do that. So I feel like one of the lessons you've taught me is to be brave. And let's sing this together. If you'd like to stand, we can sing If I Were Brave by Janice Stanfield.
What would I do if I knew that I could not fail? If I believed the wind always fill up my sail? How far would I go? What would I achieve? Trusting the hero in me. If I were brave, I'd walk the razor's edge, where fools and dreamers dare to tread, and never lose faith, even when losing my way. What step would I take today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What if we're all meant to do what we secretly dream? What would you do if you knew you could have anything? Like the mighty oak sleeps in the heart of a seed, are there miracles in you and me? If I were brave, I'd walk the razor's edge, where fools and dreamers dare to tread, and never lose faith, even when losing my way. What What step would I take today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? If I refuse to listen to the voice of fear, would the voice of courage whisper in my ear? If I were brave, I'd walk the razor's edge where fools and dreamers dare to tread. I'd never lose faith, even when losing my way. If I were brave, I'd walk the razor's edge where fools and dreamers dare to tread. I'd never lose faith, even when losing my way. What step would I take today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? If I were brave, if I were brave.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Thomas. So I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for teaching me to always have faith, to trust that things will work out, to stay in the buggy when it seems rocky, to stretch, when I think about who I was 20, 30 years ago, I never thought I'd be standing in front of a group of people speaking. And now, like you said, almost 1,000 Sunday services. Actually, I counted it up, 975. I've done 88 weddings, 91 celebration of life services, 19 christenings, 22 annual meetings, over 200 board meetings. Yesterday was the first time I've missed a board meeting in a long time. So I think about how far I've gone, and I don't know. If I think about Jesus' ways of teaching, it feels like a miracle to me that I'm still here. I think I had to be the person in my high school yearbook who they would have written most unlikely to become a minister. But then I think about another lesson that you've taught me, and that's to be not fooled by appearances, but to look for the face of God, especially in all her disguises. So here's this woman. You might wonder, who is this? Lily Tomlin is a bag lady. So let me tell you a little bit about the kind of church that we came from in Chicago. Lily, when she would be in town for a show, she would dress up like a bag lady and come to our church, Unity of Chicago. And she'd sit in the back. No, most people didn't know who she was. But our minister, Mike, he knew. Mike was a classmate of Reverend Alora's. And he'd always find some way of winking at her or smiling. Or say, "Good to see you, Lily." And then she'd leave before the service was over. But she came looking something like that. And it was kind of Mike's way of saying to her, "I see you. I know who you are. And you're welcome here." And I did have the thought a few weeks ago, maybe I should do that here. maybe someday I should come in as a bag lady and sit in the back. But I don't know. I'm not sure I'll do that. But I do take a lot of comfort in knowing that whoever comes through our doors, whatever they look like, however they're dressed, whatever their appearance, that we are going to be kind and welcoming to them. And whoever comes to our doors, it's our way of saying, I see you. I know who you are. We know who you are. And so I thought we could sing this song together, The Face of God. Oops, yeah. You can remain seated.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part. You the face of. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of love. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God.
So you could look around the room and just say, I behold the Christ in you. I behold the Christ in you, to a person next to you or around you, or I behold the Christ in you. So, here we are. And, Jesus said at one point, anyone who has seen me has seen the Father. And that's true for each of us. And we think, what does he mean by that? I don't think he necessarily meant a physical likeness, but the divine essence, the character that Jesus was modeling for us, that when we see each other, we need to remember that we're seeing that which sent me, the divine energy, the presence within us. And don't be fooled by appearances, however someone shows up. So another important lesson that you've taught me is about love, and we can sing, I am love.
I am love. I am love. I am love. I am love. I am life. I am peace. I am peace. I am peace. Free. free to make the choice of peace, free to be the voice of love. I am whole. I am whole. I am love. I am love. Oh, 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 I am love. I am love. I am love.
Thank you, Thomas. So, we know that this is one of the essential teachings, the most important teaching. If there's nothing else you take from Jesus' message, this would be it. Love your Lord, your God, with all your heart and all your soul, all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. And we've done that in so many ways. I feel like so many ways that we reach outside the church. And the years when I first came here, I remember being blown away about hearing all the kind things people were doing for each other. And so there's one other lesson I wanted to share, though, is sometimes we have so many different voices in our head, a cacophony of voices from the universe and the world, and how do you make sense of it all? Or when you're a minister at a church, you've got people who want to do different things and voices, and I remember a time when I heard a story about someone that was walking along the waterfront in Chicago, and they were really angry, like this girl, something had happened, and they were talking on the phone. Oh, the world is awful, and this person did this to me, and I can't believe it. Just scream, have you ever seen anybody like that in public? And the person, then they heard something, a voice behind them said, "You're right." And so they got even more outraged. Oh, yeah, this awful person's awful, and this is, got to get revenge. And they heard again, "You're right." The person get more animated, more cussing and cursing and everything. Finally, they realized there was somebody behind him on a bicycle, and he was saying, "Hey, I'm coming up on your right. Would you move over, please?" So, we hear these voices, and we don't know where they're coming from or which one to listen to, but always listen to your inner voice. And I'm so grateful, and be discerning. You're right. I'm on your right. Get out of the way. But I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for your teaching me to be brave, to see the face of God in everyone, to give expression to the love in our hearts. This is a powerful community. You rescheduled the Buffalo Bills game to be after our ceremony today, so there's no conflict. People have no excuse for leaving early and not eating the food. I am so grateful, and I'm grateful that this isn't totally goodbye. Judy and I are going to be in town, and hopefully in a year we'll be invited to come back, so it's maybe kind of just so long for now, and thank you. And so I wanted to share, one more song, two songs, but this one is what helps me to discern, whether it's you're right or you're right. Move over, And let's sing together. when I pray.
When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God.
That I based on the magic doors. I wanted to read that as our meditation time, and then we will sing Be Still and Know. But this is an open door, an open letter to Unity of Buffalo. Doors, tunnels, paths, passageways, where do they lead? It seems our nature to be curious what lies beyond each next door. A childlike curiosity draws us near, an adult sense of wonder beckons us in. Perhaps it is that the door out there reminds us of the door within. Some doors are open, some appear locked, some are narrow, some are wide, some reveal lightness, some lead into darkness. I stand in awe of it all. Perhaps it is that the door out there reminds us of the door within. Are doors a symbol for the passageways in our lives, transitions that lead to nowhere and somewhere at the same time? Paths that lead to discovery of the new, the familiar, the old, the forgotten, and the remembered. Perhaps it is that we need these doors, these passageways, to to remind us of the passageway within. With each new door, each new path, each new trail, we are reminded of our past, the passageways we give thanks for, the reawakening to the potential of the future, the doors we will hold open, the paths we will blaze for others. I thank God for this and every door through which I pass. They unite me with the wholeness within. A friend once said, "Of magic doors there is this, we do not recognize them until we've passed through them." And one thing I know for sure, what greater joy could there be than to pass through these doors with friends? And so I give thanks for all of you who have passed through these magic doors with me. It would not have been the same without you. May all the doors of your life be open, be gracious, be generous, and be kind. May we go forth and follow the path of our heart, open doors, blaze new trails, build new bridges, and know that with God, all things are possible. And so we want to sing Gentle with myself, and just, as this time of transition, and I love having young ones in the building. We want to see more of them. Let them express their life and energy. But we could dim the light just a little bit, Gentle with myself.
I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. And I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. And I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. And I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. And I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. And I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself. And I will hold myself like a newborn baby child.
And let's also sing Be Still and Know as we take a few moments to contemplate all that's been shared here. We'll just do one verse through.
Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am. Be still, be still, be still and know. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am. Be still. still, be still, be still and know.
So let's take a few moments in the silence to just be still, to listen, to feel a sense of gratitude for all that has been and all that is yet to be. And so it is. We know that the door out there is beckoning us to enter the door within, and we can choose that at any time. Is it Mary Beth, our prayer chaplain for today, will bless the prayers on the prayer box.
Mary Jo is our prayer chaplain for today.
Well, I'm honored to be prayer chaplain for today, and as we close our eyes and put our hands over our hearts and just breathing in all the wonderful words and messages and music today, and exhaling anything that needs to be released. And may the words I speak be those of your own heart. And dear Father, Mother, God, we are so grateful to be here today celebrating Reverend Mary's entering a new phase of her life. Let's just say it that way. And we give thanks for all the prayers in the prayer box and all the faith and trust. For we know that God is in charge and all is in divine order as we walk through the doors of our lives that lead us to the miracles, to the beauty, to the challenges, to the love, and home again within our hearts. And for this we say thank you, thank you, thank you, God. And for all our answered prayers. Amen.
So we have one more song that I personally selected. Please join us in singing What a Wonderful World. And it's partly because there's beavers in it.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see the moon. I see skies of blue and clouds so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. See friends shaking hands, saying how do you do. They're really saying I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
And that's the truth. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I look forward to spending time with all of you after the service.
Reverend Mary, please take a seat up here. And Liz, would you bring your mom up here next to Mary, please? At this time, I'd like to invite Clem Olson, who has been our president for many years, Lynn Tranchil, our licensed Unity teacher, and our brand new spiritual leader. I'd like you all to come up, please. And we have a little special presentation. We're going to let Mr. Olson go first.
Well, you've got some personal, quite important people that are sending greetings to you. And I have one from Unity Worldwide Ministries in Lee's Summit, Missouri, dated November 22nd. Dear congregants and guests of Unity of Buffalo, on behalf of everyone here at Unity Worldwide Ministries and friends across the Unity movement, we join with you in honoring your minister, Mary Masters, as she moves into retirement. Truly, this marks a joyful celebration of the loving service she has given to Unity of Buffalo. And from James Dillett Freeman, for above all, love is a sharing, love is a power, love is a change that makes place in our own heart. Sometimes it may change others, but always it changes us. We join with you in honoring Mary for the ways she has shown up for your ministry for so many years. As a wise and vibrant leader, an inspirational speaker, a prayerful presence, and a bold force of good in the world. Your ministry's programs and sacred energy attest to the dedication of your minister's graceful leadership. Truly, she has served as a servant's heart. Mary's inspiring leadership was an invitation to all who arrived in your ministry. She is a selfless leader who served many souls through the ministry's unique programs. Mary is a warm-hearted, fearless leader who guided the church to do amazing things. Please know that now our prayers of love and appreciation are with you as you celebrate the accomplishments of your ministry. Mary, as you and your members look back over Mary's memory plus years of leadership, we join with you in honoring her and all that she brought to your ministry for so many years. From the bottom of our hearts, in the signed Reverend Roxanne Grave, President and Senior CEO, Unity Worldwide Ministries. And Charles Fillmore's famous words, "The value of all service lies in the spirit in which you serve." And again, that was uttered by Charles Fillmore. Mary, congratulations on your accomplishments.
I was board president when we hired Mary, and she started on my birthday. So I never necessarily remembered how many years she was here, but I always knew what her anniversary was. And I have something from the Unity Eastern region. Well, Mary served on the board of the Eastern region, and she also she was board president of the Eastern region, and she was also board president of Unity Worldwide Ministries. And she's taken on a new role in the Eastern region as a consultant. So she is continuing on helping our ministries in the Eastern region in the future. So this is from the Unity Ministries Eastern region, November 2nd, 2025. Reverend Mary Masters and Board of Trustees and congregants of Unity of Buffalo. Dear Reverend Mary, Board of Trustees and congregations, congratulations on 22 dynamic, joyful, and diverse years of celebration in the realization of your oneness with God and each other for the Unity of Buffalo and Reverend Mary. We understand that your ministry is celebrating Reverend Mary's 22 years of service and her retirement on Sunday, November 2nd. While we may not be there with you physically, we wanted to share a blessing and our best wishes for this exciting celebration and moving forward for Unity of Buffalo. We know from our own experience of Reverend Mary that Unity of Buffalo has been blessed to have a loving, committed, focused, and spirit-led minister in their midst. We affirm Reverend Mary will continue to be blessed as she continues her retirement journey, and that she and Unity of Buffalo will also continue to be a blessing to your congregation as well as beloved Unity Eastern Region and Unity Movement. We also know from our experience of Unity Buffalo that as a ministry, you are engaged, focused, and living in the unity principles as you minister to your community and beyond. Be assured we continue to be there to support you and your ministry as you move ahead. In light and love, Unity Eastern Region Board of Trustees.
And we also received a certificate of recognition, which reads, "Extraordinary Service to the Unity Movement." Certificate is hereby granted to Reverend Mary Masters. November 2nd, 2025, signed by Reverend Roxanne Graves, UWM CEO and President. And we know that when someone shines and gives and takes the spotlight, there's often someone that is the wind beneath the wings. And we also want to recognize Judy for her love and care and support of Mary and us that enabled this to be the wonderful journey that it has been for all of us. Thank you, Judy. And I'm looking out at all the beautiful faces and love that's here today to recognize this moment. We all have our stories and our memories and the things that we've learned. And Reverend Mary and Judy have been central to all of that for almost 23 years. So we want to give Mary and Judy our unity blessing. So together, Reverend Mary and Judy, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ in you.
Reverend Mary, I'm going to make this very short because I see we have a whole lot of guests for you to see. But we would be remiss if Unity of Buffalo did not give you a special token to send you on your way, and something that you will remember us by. It will be close to your heart because there's something that you can wear, and it's engraved with Unity of Buffalo family. So we want you to have these gifts. Thank you.
We're almost done. But it is that very special time. It's our love offering time. This is an opportunity to contribute to the vision and the mission of our ministry that has brought so much love, as evidenced by this crowd today. You can support our ministry through in-person giving here and through our website and regular mail-in contributions. Christy can also accept credit or debit cards after the service. We are so grateful for the generous giving ways that you support our ministry. And Mary Jo will be available in the prayer house in the Lighthouse Corner for one-on-one prayer after the service. So let's take out our gifts that we provide to Unity of Buffalo in so many ways and affirm the following affirmation. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Freely I give, and freely I receive. Thank you, God. Was this up here for any reason? No. I thought it was part of your talk. Just a couple quick announcements. Please refer to our weekly email blast. But just a couple of important things to remind you of. This coming Friday, November 7th, 10 a.m., Peace Park. Giving the Peace Park some love before winter. Bring gloves, a rake, and dress for the weather. Many hands make light work. Community food drive. Beginning next Sunday, November 9th, Unity of Buffalo will be collecting non-perishable food items to support our local food pantries facing increased demand. Boxes will be placed in the front foyer for collection. Every contribution, big or small, makes a difference. Thank you for sharing from the heart. Nature has rights. Ripples of Plastic, a film screening, will be held right here on Thursday, November 13th from 6 to 7:30, and this is hosted by our Earth Care Animal Ministry, led by Miss Eve Wackett. A documentary will be shown about microplastic pollution in the Great Lakes, followed by a discussion on how we can advocate for the Great Lakes and the State Waters Bill of Rights. Please save the date 2 Sundays from now, November 16th, after service. We will have a follow-up from the visioning session from September for all teams. So it'll be an all teams meeting to get everyone synced up. Playback theater starts at 11:30, maybe? Maybe 11:35. We'll start as soon as we can. Right here in the sanctuary, that will go on for about an hour, and then lunch and party time downstairs. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here today, celebrating our beloved Mary. Please join us as we form our closing circle. Maybe just stand in rows. Just figure it out. It's all good.
We are all friends here. There are no strangers once you walk inside that door. We welcome you to linger in this family of love and hold you in our hearts the way you are. We are all friends here. There are no strangers once you walk inside that door. We welcome you to